going on, movie lovers? Today we're going to be reviewing my top 10 most anticipated movies to be released this year. Now, I know what you're thinking, only 10? Nah, man, there's like 30 movies that are allegedly going to be dropped this year, but due to the COVID, I've seen nothing but continuous release date pushback. All right. Ever since they didn't release Black Widow, I've just been off the wagon. All right. I haven't been keeping up with anything. I don't watch trailers for nothing. Okay. Especially these Blumhouse movies. Sheesh. Like, get a grip. Not every script needs to be a movie, y'all. Anywho, I put a lot of thought into this list, okay? Not only did I come up with 10, but I kind of ranked them from my most loved to the most hated, okay? And I hate it had to be that way, but when you got a list of 10, it's just going to be that way, all right? And not that my number 10 is any worse than my number 7, but for the most part, my first couple of movies is what I'm really, really hyped for, okay? So, look, let's just stop talking about them and let's jump into our first movie, Uncharted. This is probably the movie that I'm most excited for, y'all. Not only did I love the video game, just to know that Tom Holland is going to be playing Nathan Drake, y'all. Spiderman is also going to be my other hero, Nathan Drake. It's phenomenal. I've been following the Instagram page for the movie, and I've been seeing so many behind-the-scenes things lately, and it's just got me so pumped. I have a feeling that it's going to be like an Indiana Jones / Tomb Raider. Like, that's my best way of comparing it to any other type of movie, is that they're treasure hunters, they're treasure finders, but they also have lots of bad guys. They're not the only ones looking for treasure. So amidst these problems, you get to see our hero, Nathan Drake, always become the underdog, always come out on top, and it's such a great feeling. These games are like movies, okay? So it's so great to see them take a script from a game and actually flip it to a movie. Now, I can't wait to watch this one. There's no trailers, there's nothing really out for it, but if you did want to go do a little research, look them up on Instagram and you could see plenty of behind the scenes photos. Look, man, I'm really excited for this one. Tom Holland has been kicking ass lately, and I feel that he's going to kick ass in this movie too. Spider-Man 3. So the title for this movie has been going through the blender lately. All we know is that it's going to consist of home. Whether it's homework, homestead, like, we don't know what it's going to be exactly, but it's going to be some sort of otherworldly Spider-Man. It seems they're going to be playing with the Spider-Verse, you guys. I don't want to burst your bubble. I am a huge Spider-Man fan, so I'm definitely excited for this. There are rumors that Tobey Maguire's going to be in this movie. Like, how epic would that be if we could get the original Spidey in the brand new MCU? Oh, man, like, it's unimaginable for me, man. Like, I would love to see this happen, like, definitely. I just hope that they don't try to crash too much into this movie, because from where we left off with Spidey in the last movie, he was exposed and he had like real life problems. So just to see that they're going to be doing something otherworldly, I just hope that it doesn't take too much away from the movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to suck, is what I'm trying to say, man. I love Spidey, and I really liked the last one. I loved it because it was Spider-Man, but I'm really looking forward to loving this new Spider-Man. Godzilla vs. Kong. Now, if you've seen my last review, you already know I'm choo-choo all aboard on this one, man. From the CGI to the cast to the trailer. I just think it's going to be a blockbuster hit, if not the best movie to drop this year. I hope that what we see in the movie is stuff we've never seen. You know, I don't want the most biggest fight scene in the movie to be what we saw in the trailer. Like, don't y'all hate when that happens? It's like, damn, if I could have just saw this part in the movie, like, I would have been happier. You know what I'm saying? But for some reason, trailers just love to spoil things, man. You could probably, like, watch a whole movie by watching the trailer. The Matrix 4. All right, guys, Neo is back, and he's in action, all right? After these John Wick movies, he must have had some gas left in him, and he was like, yo, fuck it, I'm taking that Matrix 4 script. Because I thought that it left off good on the third one. Was the third one and the second Matrix better than the first? Absolutely not. I will stand here and attest to every one of those films. They did not live up to the first one, so I'm a little nervous to see how the Matrix 4 comes out, all right? It seems maybe there's a ghost in the machine, or when Neo, kind of reset things, something was left behind. Somebody, is angry at Neo. Maybe the Mr. Anderson. Maybe he didn't go away. Maybe he's going to continue to be the villain. But I'm going to tell you right now, I sure as hell hope not. I don't want to shit on the Matrix. I'm not expecting it to be great, but I'm hoping that it exceeds my expectations. Venom, let there be carnage. I hope that Venom doesn't do what they did in the first movie, okay? The first half of Venom was awesome. To see Eddie Brock kind of coexist with the symbiote, it was amazing. I love the graphics, I love the CGI, but towards the second half of the movie and just through the third act, it was just so cliche, all right? His villain is somebody from a planet that an evil corporation is harboring just to fight against him. Like, man, I'm not really into all that. You know, I like original, yet sticking to the comic book type of storyline. So we're going to see how this one turns out. I'm really excited, man. What do y'all think about Venom? Space Jam, A New Legacy. I'm really hoping that it's going to be a beautiful movie because the first Space Jam, I'm a 90s baby. That one really spoke to me, man. That's my introduction to Michael Jordan, okay? When I was a kid and they were like, oh, Michael Jordan, I'm like, yeah, Bugs Bunny. Yeah, Daffy Duck, yeah. And people are like, no, bro, he's a real basketball player. And I didn't know. So I'm really excited to see a new version of Space Jam for the new kids, something that my son can see and they can actually grow with it just like I did. Now, will the movie pay off? I sure hope so. I don't want it to be cheesy and I don't want them to grab so much from the first Space Jam. You know what I'm saying? It's a new legacy, so let's make this new, okay? I don't want no Monstars. I don't want that fat green alien guy coming back. I want new villains. I want great storylines. I want LeBron James to be LeBron James. Mortal Kombat. When I saw this title, I was like, are you serious? Off rip, I'm expecting this movie to be terrible. Is that sad? Is that sad? I mean, every Mortal Kombat movie I've ever watched was terrible, even as a kid. Like, the first one I saw, it was just so nonsensical. Don't even know if that's a word, but that's how I felt at the time. Man, I'm just really expecting this movie to be meh. It's live action. You know, we're gonna have a Scorpion, a Sub-Zero, Raiden, like Luke Cage, like... I hope the story is good and it's not like the others were, so sporadic, and obviously the CGI is going to be good. The effects are going to be better. Hopefully the cast is better and stronger and that they're cohesive. I hope that they can land the connections with the characters to the audience in these movies. And I think if they could do that, Mortal Kombat might not suck as bad as I think. Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not the biggest Ghostbusters fan, okay? Like, I'm only 29. I was born in 91. I think this is a movie that more my dad would like. My dad used to watch all these sci-fi type of movies, and I do love sci-fi, don't get me wrong, but I'm not a big fan of those early sci-fi movies where a guy's face gets melted and he's a robot and you could see, like, just that never connected with me with these type of movies. And Ghostbusters, just the way that they had the ghosts and the slime, and it never really hit home for me. But the newer version with the female Ghostbusters, I really did enjoy, with Chris Hemsworth. A lot of people shit on that movie, but I found it to be a little funny, a little cheesy, but I thought it was pretty cool, okay? This is a movie that was supposed to come out in 2020, you know, and like I said, a lot of release dates been pushing back. So we might see this one, we might not. The Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It. Man, the title alone, like, it got me shook. Just saying it like that, like, I'm like, damn, I'm really excited for this one, man. I think that the Conjuring universe has really been trying to bring back the horror scene, man. With The Nun and what's the Annabelle? I mean, they have like an MCU thing going where all the movies kind of in a way tie into each other, and that's something I can appreciate, because I feel when a writer is writing a movie knowing that we're gonna have 5 or 6 of these, you know, they write it in a special way that it just flows, man. And even if some of the movies aren't as scary, like The Nun really shook me, man. Like, it had the hairs on my arm standing up watching it. People in corners and haunting your dreams. It's stuff that I love in a horror movie. I really don't think that they're gonna drop the ball on this one, man. The Conjuring for me has been hitting home lately, and I doubt that they're gonna drop this one. They're gonna be shooting for the stars and aiming for the moon, and I'm gonna be right there watching. Fast 9. Yes, there's been 9 of these damn movies, okay? Look, ever since Paul Walker died, I've been off the Fast and the Furious train, okay? I've watched them, you know, Hobbs and Shaw. I watch these movies for what they're worth, okay? They're just cheesy action, high budget movies. And sometimes it's okay to have these type of movies, all right? We all need these summer blockbuster movies. The thing with the Fast and the Furious series, it's like, I don't know what else they could do, you know? Like, the last thing they have to do now is, like, fight the Avengers, you know what I'm saying? Like, they need to go fight Captain America and help them save Thanos because, man, in the last movie, dude, they were, like, on ice, and there was a submarine breaching through this ice lake, and it's just so much, man. I hope they don't go, like, Fast 10 or Fast 11 because I really think it's over for this series, but I've watched them all, which means I have to watch this one. And so do you guys. I mean, there are some people that have not watched any more Fast and the Furious since maybe the first or second one. And I mean, I'm not that guy, man. If I watch a series, I'm stuck to it. I have to see what happens to our characters every movie. Have all the Fast and the Furious been terrible? Not so much. I think that when they kind of went their own direction with Hobbs and Shaw, you know, it just started a new thing. So hopefully with this one, they're going to tie it back. I haven't seen any trailers. I don't know what it's about. I don't really think it matters because it's just going to be about family, Dom Toretto, and all these other people that, I mean, we don't really care about, man. So what do you guys think? Those are my top 10 best movies of the year, all right? Like I said, there's way more movies to come out, but I'm really looking forward to these 10, okay? Have you seen any of these trailers? Do you know anything about these movies? Do you feel I should have put one on or should I took one off? What movie do you feel should have made my list, man? Jump in the comments. Let me know. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tap the notification bell, and stay tuned, okay? It's your boy Merc. It's been a pleasure, but I'm out.